What is up, guys and gals? This is Brandon Coin, and I am back. It is June 20th, 2018, and I just wanted to go over and revisit my temperatures for my mining cave. And I wanted to do it at like the hottest part of the day. Right now it's around 2:45. We're getting pretty much like it's scorcher outside. So if you look up here on my 1060 rig, the hottest card is at 74. The other ones are at 70. That probably needs a repaste. And on this one, all the cards are between 68 to 61, except for that one. That one's running at 74 also. It most likely needs a repaste. And then all these cards are 70 to 65. And then here's my Octo Miner. I have a couple cards that are running a little hot. It seems like all the cards that are mounted to the motherboard on the Octo Miner always seem to be a little hotter. But 76 seems to be the hottest on that one. And you know what? It's not ideal by any means. Like, I don't want to doctor up these numbers and make y'all think this is going to be an end-all cooling solution. But I'm going to go outside and get the ambient temperature, and then I'm going to go inside my mining cave, and I'm just going to show y'all like what I'm dealing with. And I consider at these temperatures this to be acceptable for this time of the year. I was just checking, and actually let me bring up and see what the temperature is for right here. Okay, so this was updated 9 minutes ago. The temperature is 95 degrees Fahrenheit. The heat index is 105, dew point 73, the humidity is 50%, and the wind is calm. So just to give you a little idea of how that is, that's hot and that's a little muggy. 50% isn't bad for North Carolina, but it's still not great. Not great by any means. I'm going to go upstairs now and let's see how it is in the mining cave. Alright, so just measuring the temperature in here, it's about 98.7 on the floor, and on the ceiling, oh, my screen actually got a little muggy. It is 114. So we're inletting about 98 degrees down here roughly, and it's exhausting out, and it's actually probably exhausting hotter than that. Let's see. Let me see if I can. It's exhausting about 113. So it's exhausting almost a 10 to 15 degree delta, and that's managing to keep my rig sustained at that 70C. Some cards under 75C. So I really like to keep them under 70. Right now, if you haven't seen my setup, all my rigs are inside these tents. They're all exhausting the heat. I have an AC unit in here that's recycled. Its intake is right here. Some people were saying, oh, you're exhausting the heat right there, but then it's pulling the heat back in and pumping it into the room. Well, this AC pulls in the air right here. So the air right here is what we're actually working with, and then it recycles it into the room. It doesn't actually pull air from outside and pump it in. I was taping up right there. I got a little bit more I got to seal up, but the only rig that I have out is the 1060 rig. I'm going to be putting that in a tent here soon. Just waiting on some more cards to come in before I figure out how exactly I want this set up. But in North Carolina, it doesn't get much hotter than about 100 degrees sustained throughout the summer. So we're fairly close to that right now, being that it's about 95 with 105 heat index. So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at almost worst case scenario, and I'm still having one rig that's pumping heat into the room. So once that rig's inside of a tent and it's exhausting the heat out, it'll only get better from this point. And what that tells me is I have a little bit of room to grow, which I wanted more room to grow. Obviously, that's why I put more electricity in here. But I just wanted to give you all some real world numbers and like what we're working with and that kind of thing. I'm gonna go downstairs and I'll measure my downstairs temperature just to let y'all know what I'm working with. I have not noticed any adverse effects of leaving this doorway open just so it can pull air from downstairs, because obviously right now this room is like 100% negative pressure. It's pulling air out of this room. It is not, I'm not bringing any air into this room. And the AC is only serving to try to cool down some of the air inside here. That's all it's doing. So yeah, hopefully this kind of information helps somebody out there that's having heating issues. Before I had these tents, I could not keep this room under control. Even on a 92, 93 degrees Fahrenheit day, this room would be 110, 115. It would be unbearable to even stand up here, let alone actually let the machines mine. Even open air, when I was not exhausting the heat with these inside tents, every single card was getting up ADC. I was having to shut down the systems. It was a mess. It was a nightmare. I just wasn't able to mine 24/7. So obviously now everything in this room cools off a little bit as the sun goes down and as this actual room cools down. So at nights I see 55, no more than 60 C with everything in here. So and then it heats up as it goes, and this is pretty much about the hottest time of the day, between like that 1 to 3 zone. So I'm just happy that I found a cooling solution that works, that is basically not pumping more AC, because I was not going to be able to afford much more AC. Yeah, that would have been a nightmare, considering that one AC unit only keeps up with about 2 rigs, and as it stands right now I have about 5 rigs. So yeah, that would have been, I would have been having to add a ton of AC. Let's go downstairs and I'm going to show you all what temperatures I'm working with, because that's another thing people kept bringing up, is like, why don't you just put your all your rigs downstairs and let your house AC cool them off? I like staying cool in my house. Some people don't, you know. If you like to be hot 24/7, by all means, put these things under your pillow, not literally, but bring them in the bedroom with you and let your AC unit from your house do it. And some people's AC unit can keep up with it. My house is an older house, so it's got an old AC unit, and when I put these things down here, and just last year, it wasn't even like, it was the end of summer when I started mining. With them downstairs, it is noticeable. You know, whatever room they're in, that room's running 10, 15 degrees hotter. The AC unit's working harder, and yeah, I'm not trying to be uncomfortable. I want to mine, and I want to make, you know, Lambos and Bitcoins and all that kind of stuff, but I like to be comfortable. If I can't be comfortable, we got a problem. So let's go. I'll show you the temperatures downstairs, and hopefully something helped you. If you're wondering about anything else with my setup, please just comment down below and let me know. And yeah, hopefully this helps. If you're wondering about the grow tent setup, I'll put the link down below in the description where I assembled them. I did 2 different videos for each tent. One was kind of a live stream, and the other one was like a recorded video, so you can click on either or to get a good idea what they're doing. So I'm downstairs right now, and let's see what kind of temperatures we're working with. 69 degrees Fahrenheit on the floor, and what we got for the ceiling? 75 on the ceiling, and I think these are 10-foot ceilings. Anyway, it's comfortable. I'm happy. Like, I like to keep my house around 70, so being that it's like 69 on the floor, it's probably like, I don't know, what am I? I'm 85. I'm hot. Well, actually, shouldn't it be like 98.6? Oh gosh, this has turned into like a thermometer lesson, a video. What are the doggies? The doggy's 79. Doggy's hot. Anyway, hope this helped y'all. Thank you for watching. This is Brandon on Brandon Coin, and I'll see y'all later on this evening for the daily hash rates video. Adios.